Welcome back, friends. LostScarf here. It's time for the one-shot. Today we're playing Albion Online from Sandbox Interactive GmbH. This is an MMORPG. It's a sandbox MMO is the way they put it. And the idea behind this game is you can kind of do a lot of anything and everything in a way. You can do a lot of crafting. There's a lot of mining. So there's a lot of gathering, a lot of crafting, a lot of class. There's no classes. It's a classless game where you can mix and match equipment and armor and stuff for different abilities and such. And just be your own character in whatever way you want to be. All the items in the game are crafted by players. The economy is player-run, and it's all on one giant server. One more thing, this game is cross-platform between tablet and PC. So you can play this on Mac and Android. You can play this on the PC. You can play it on Linux. And there you go. It is a buy-to-play game, so $30 to get in. There's a subscription system of $10 a month or less if you do even more, and this gives you the bonuses of bonus things, being able to have a personal island, more yield, just more things to have if you go by subscription after buying the game. But the base game itself is not bad at all. Now, I'm at the point where it's about 2 or 3 hours, and this is after the tutorial, so I'm just going to show you a lot of stuff of the game. So, as far as gathering goes, these rocks, you can gather them. There's trees you can gather from. You need specific equipment for different things, so different tiers. So these are tier 1 things I'm gathering from. There's tier 2 things that you can gather from that I have the equipment for. And then I need better equipment for tier 3 and tier 4 and so on. Everything's tier based. So there's no, your stats are affected by your equipment. What you can do is affected by your equipment. Right now, what I'm wearing is this scholar equipment because I'm a mage, and I have an offhand spellbook, and I have a fire staff, and I have a lot of stuff from gathering, as you can see right there. I'm good on weight still, and I got a cape, and there's other things I can have. And I got a horse. Horses are awesome. Down bottom here are my abilities, which are dictated by what I wear and myself. So these sword things, this is from my weapon. So I'm going to go ahead and head over to a town to fight some NPCs to show that off. Now, the one thing is this is the third day into the MMO, so we'll go fight this instead. This is the third day into the MMO, so it's one server, so it's hella crowded in the early area. So that town's actually a terrible place to go. We're going to fight this golem just to show it off. So get off my mount and fight this golem. So my abilities here are from my fire staff. So fighting the golem, I'm using my firebomb on it. I'm using ignite on it. I am using my pyroblast on it. Just burn it up, and then I have a force field, so push it away. Oh, I killed it before I could push it away. I have his sprint, this is from my shoes. From my armor, I have mend wounds. I can also get a frost shield instead if I want. See, your main equipment can have choices on what you can have for it. So I can have a firebomb for AoE damage, or I can have this firebolt for more damage to one target. This armor gives me mend wounds, or I can do frost shield. And then the helmet gives me a force field. The shoes give me sprint. I can also carry more. So your equipment dictates things as well, which is pretty awesome. Then food and potion, you can do that as well. Now this golem, I can of course mine this golem. I just don't have it because it's a tier 3 thing to gather, and I don't have a tier 3 gathering tool. Actually, it's tier 2. I don't have a tier 2 gathering tool for rocks. The different gathering tools you can have are pickaxe, axe, skinning for animals, a hammer, and then a sickle. So there's 5 different things you can gather from. And then I just have a bunch of different weapons and equipment. I can make the equipment myself, or I can buy the equipment because it is a player-run economy. So it's the players that dictate how the economy goes. This is a tier 2 right here. I can gather from it with my my axe. If I found a tier 3 tree, I wouldn't be able to cut it until I make a level 3 axe. Now, the thing to keep in mind is you can make everything once you unlock the ability to make them. And I have the ability to make tier 3 equipment because of this tree. Now, I got to show you this tree here. This is the tree. This is your destiny. This is everything you can do in this game. You can do all of this right here. This is as far as I can zoom out for some reason. So you start out here in the middle, and then you branch out. So over here, it's gathering. And you just gather, and going into it, this is the different gatherings. Quarry, lumberjack, skinner, ore miner, fiber harvester, so sickle. Then you got over here, trainee farmer. So there's also farming. So you can be a harvester. You can also be a sous chef, so that's more things. And you can see it gets more complex down here. The more you farm, the more you gather a certain thing, the better you get at it, and then you can unlock the next level And so on. You see these bonuses over here. So you can get more and more and more and more and more, and oh my god, more until you get to the final level, and then you're a master at sickling. Over here is farmer. So you just, over here you got farmer, and then it branches off the harvester into animal breeder, crop farmer, herbalist, and of course that branches out even further. Well, all these things. Look at animal farmer. Look what you got. You can have a little chicken, goats, goose, sheep, pigs, cows, horses, ox, and rare animals. Then there's just all the different just plants you can gather. That's just that tree. Over here, you got even more. Here's the combat tree. So the combat tree, you start just kill anything with this tree. And then you have, if you kill things in plate armor, if you're going more warrior-like, so you have like plate armor bonuses. Over here, if you're doing more just warrior stuff over there with the weapons. Leather equipment, which you would do for more bow level, which is over here. This is the general one. Reaver is just generally just killing things. That's right here. Whereas leather would be most likely for, of course, the hunter, which is more bows. You can use bows and daggers and a nature staff and spears and torches. You see, there's just different weapons for the different styles. So you can say it's more dex-based. You can say more strength-based over here, just to make it easier to understand. So different weapons for like a warrior class over here. Maces, axes, hammer, and so on. I think it's crossbow. Yeah, crossbow. And then you, of course, have your mages. And so mage over here. So I'm working on pyromancer right now. I can work on priest, arcanist, frost mage, warlock, and tome fighter. And that's just I've only covered gathering, and I've only gathered fighting. There's also the crafter side of things. So I can make weapons. I can make the warrior stuff. I can make the hunter stuff. I can make the mage stuff. Then there's just in general tool maker, and then there is the refiner of materials. Of course, you're making the different armors and weapons for the different classes, as you can see as they branch off. And so these are all the different things you can do. And just doing activities in general is this one right here. So just doing anything levels you up as a journeyman, as an adventurer, I mean, and you just keep going until you become, well, master and grandmaster, and then the elder adventurer. And you see all the different bonuses and things you unlock when you get that far. Like this is like mounts and stuff. So elder, transport orcs, capes, weapons, a nightmare. That looks cool. And we're at a ghost wolf. That's awesome. Spectral bone horse. There's all that stuff. And out in the wild, you can do some building. So let's see here. No, not that one. Not that one. There it is. So you can make a building. You can make different buildings. You can make a... Okay, let's do this. Here's the world. Somewhere out here, I can build a house and a farm and a lumber mill and whatever I want out here. Just somewhere out there. And all these different places are lands controlled by different groups and different factions and all that stuff. And you can conquer lands. And the game is trying to be as open, sandboxy as possible. That's what they're trying to do. I am dumping so much information on you because it's such a wide game. It's a very simple but wide game. There's a lot to do in this, and here I am at the start. And there's just so much to do. And all I can do is just info dump you because there's just so much. Then I'm going to run around and just do some of that just to show you that. I showed you just gathering. I'll show you crafting next. Now, one word of warning, though, is the tutorials are not the best. It took a lot of clicking around to find everything and anything, but eventually I found what I needed to get the tutorial done. There's plenty of guide videos and everything. Now, here's one thing about it being one server, is the gigantic amount of people. So, I don't know how much this will tax people's computers, but I worry it will be a little taxing. At least for the first couple weeks as everyone files in, but once they're all spread out and everything should be better. But yeah, this is a lot of freaking people. There's a smelter, so you can, melt down your ore into bars. You got a weaver over here to turn cotton into cloth. I can click on the thing. There's also PvP, forgot to mention. There's a lot of PvE and PvP to wage war and such. This is the tanner. So this is a beginner area where you can just do all the things you need to do. While later on, when you're deeper into the world, you're relying on your own stuff or other people's buildings to do things. Of course, there's guilds and everything. And just a lot of stuff going on here. Just showing all this stuff, there's just so many people that it's linking up a little bit. Here's the storage area. And the market's over here. There's a portal there. We're going to check out that portal in a second. Here's the market, where I can just buy and sell things. See a bunch of people just buying and selling stuff using silver. There's also gold. Now, the thing is, this game does have some practices that you would find in a free-to-play, while being a buy to play. And it's kind of fine. It's just that if you want to be one of the top people, you either got to grind a lot or you're going to pay for the subscription because it'll be just a lot easier to gather things because you'll be gathering at a faster rate. But just for the oh, I forgot to mention, I think I didn't mention it's $30 to get in this. As a buy-in of $30, just a game where you can just gather on your own and kill things or whatever. As just a person, if you're a person that just likes the abnegation of just crafting and just gathering, this is not a bad choice for you for 30. Going in here, we're going to do an expedition. This is a one-player expedition, tier 3. And we unlocked it by doing all this stuff. So we're going to go in here and check it out. There's ones where you can go as a team to do things. Let's check this out. So now we're in here. And I'm walking around with my staff. I'm going to go kill some things. So you're going to see some combat now. So there's my question. There's a rat on me. Kill that rat. There we go. The combat is super simple, considering you can play this on tablet or on PC. So just think on tablet, you just be like, you just single click on things and such to do the game. So it's a pretty simplified system. Nothing wrong with that, I don't think. Oh, I have too much crap on me. I just noticed. I think I was able to just walk around freely because I had my horse with me. Oh, move out of the way of that. There we go. Forgot to mention, yeah, the enemies do have prompts for you to dodge as well, which is nice. I like that. That's a nice thing that MMOs are doing these days. Now to dump something I don't need, like this. Dump that. Okay. Still way down a little bit. I do have too much things, so split this limestone. Split it a little bit. My bad right now. Just split it. Toss the 12. Still? Alright, well, this is what I get for just gathering too dang much. This is indeed what I get for gathering too much. Right. Oh, here it is. Copper. Oh, I need copper ore, though. Okay, so split. And toss. No longer over encumbered. Yeah, there we go. Let's keep going now. But this right here is just to show you all the different things you can be working on. So it's showing I'm working on killing T3 with my novice staff for fire. Adept Reaver, that's just killing things in general. Guy should die. There we go. Tome Fighter, because I'm holding a tome as well, so that gets counted as well. It's my offhand. Killing rats. So these are things that are just being counted right now, because that's what I'm doing at the moment. You can party it, you can have guilds, there's a bunch of things like that you can do. Go ahead and just keep killing these guys, and yeah, it's just a dungeon. Now, graphically, it's not the most great-looking graphic game. One major complaint I think is valid is just the music. What music? Like, what music indeed? I think it's a valid complaint. There's nothing really going on here music-wise, which is unfortunate. Going over here. So, previously they planned on making this a free-to-play, and the reason why they want to buy to play is because they wanted to cut down on bots. Their argument is if they got to pay 30, then that should slow down how many people with bots they're going to have to get in this thing. I've still seen bots, so I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. Oh, I'm going to die if I'm not careful. Gotta cast more spells on him. I'm almost dead. Oh, am I gonna die? No, he died. Okay, there we go. And heal myself. And so I'm just crawling a dungeon. This is not the most interesting looking dungeon right here. I would hope the later stuff is even better. And I'm sure there's footage on YouTube you can watch to see what some of the later game stuff is. But this is just my impression after a couple hours. I think it's okay. On tablet, if you got nothing better to do, I think that's a pretty good alternative. Just an MMO to play on tablet. How many MMOs can you play on tablet? I don't actually know of any. Probably because I don't have a tablet. But if this looks like an alternative, it's an alternative. There you go. I'm just going to play this out and finish this up and kill the 5 poachers. I now need to kill 8 deranged fire starters and 1 deranged overseer. I'm interested in seeing how that boss is. Because that's got to be a boss, the deranged overseer. But I'm not sure what else there is to show. I think I've shown all the basics of it. I've shown combat. I've shown some gathering. Oh, I didn't really show crafting, did I? That's something I didn't show. So crafting is you would... Actually, no, I showed it. Kind of. I showed you, like, smelting everything. So it's very simple. Doesn't take any time. In this game, it is you would just have the crafting menu, and you put the ingredients, and then you hit craft, and you're done. There, you crafted it. There's no timers on it. It just instantly crafts. If you have to craft 100 something, it crafts it instantly. You don't have to worry about fail rates. There's no durability in this game from what I can tell either. There's a lot of simplicity to this game, just cutting out a lot of things like that. They cut out basically XP in a general sense, well, it's like achievements for XP, I guess. They also cut out durability. You don't have to worry about durability. Other things, I'm thinking, yeah, just durability, and just crafting's way faster in this than other games where you have to just wait for timers for each crafting and stuff like that. Like FF14, you have to wait for each craft to go through and stuff like that. So this is a bit more faster paced on the crafting, which is nice. That's a nice thing. But since it's so simple, it's pretty simple. So it's up to you whether it's too simple as well. But really, I think I've shown everything I can. At the end of the day, I think there's a place for it. I recommend it for some people. This is not an MMO killer in any way. This is not something that you would want to leave another MMO for if you're already in one. If you're not playing any MMOs, this might be a nice one to play. Pretty simple, not bad, especially if you have a tablet. I'm really pushing that because that sounds like a cool novelty to me. Just being able to play an MMO on tablet sounds pretty cool. Oh crap, just spamming my bombs. Oh crap, they're both fire guys. And hopefully we're near the... I'm sure we're getting close to the boss, so we can see what the boss is like. Oh good! I just got more up on my cloth armor through killing, so now I can get the next tier on cloth armor. That's nice. What am I looking for right now? I meant to hit R. That's what I'm looking for. Whoops. But the big problem, if you get in right into this video where it's going to be early, you're going to be struggling with just dealing with other people, gathering all the things you need together at the same time, which is very unfortunate. That's the nature of it having one gigantic server for this game, so I'm really curious how that's going to go down the line, having one gigantic server. But it's a big world from what I can tell, so a lot of space to go and do things, so that's not bad. You have to see. But the lack of music is so boring, though. Oh, I should probably heal. I think this is the boss. Like, that makes me think boss. And PvP, you can freely just PvP with other people. You have to both turn it on. I don't know if there are zones where you can just get attacked. That's one thing I'm not sure. Oh, no, that's just a symbol they put down. No, there's the boss. Kill him. Okay, let's see what the boss is like. And the big attacks. Oh, those are healing him, so I gotta destroy those. Oh, crap. Gotta destroy those first. Get rid of his healing wands. There we go. Now fight him again. Can I handle this guy 1v1 is the question. Oh, jeez. No, push him back. There we go, so I don't get hit with that. Still got hit with it. Now, I didn't make potions, so this is a pretty dangerous fight, but we are hurting him pretty good. Oh, no, back up. Can't fight him from there. I'm hoping the spells enemies have, you can have as well. That would be pretty great. I don't know yet. Kill him. There we go, we won. Kill the boss, but I still need to kill 4 more? Wait, that was a mid-boss. Okay. So we just saw a boss. I think visually it's not so bad. I think the big thing it's suffering from is the lack of music. It is really kind of boring me a little bit. There's no music there. You can argue I can just play music. Yeah. But you want at least something happening in the background if you're playing, especially if you don't have the ability. Just play other music, I guess. And yeah, that's one valid complaint I feel. Definitely. But there you go. That is the one shot right there. I think it's got a place. I like it. So there you go. That's the one shot. This is Albion Online. Kind of gives me somewhat of a vibe of UO. Ultima Online back in the day gives me a lot of vibes of that as well. And I have missed that game, so probably play more of this because of that. I have the game after all. So that right there is the one shot. It is Albion Online from Sandbox Interactive GmbH. I have fun playing, hope you had fun watching, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.